Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Good morning, and thanks for tuning in here on the Morning Woodward Show on the Woodward Sports Network. Also featured on The Roar on 99.1, 93.5, and 94.7 HD2. Happy Tuesday. We've got Jeff back in the studio today. All right, I'm done.
It's not just any Tuesday. What do we do on Tuesdays here at this network?
It's Turtleneck Tuesday.
Absolutely. And not only is it Turtleneck Tuesday, Jeff is finally back after being sick like a dog for almost 2 weeks now?
Yeah, it was not fun.
Jesus Christ.
I'm ready to be back.
Welcome back.
I am ready. Thank you.
We missed you.
I missed you guys too. You know, also I missed watching Stafford last night, which was great. Great to see. Oh. And we will get into it.
Oh, we'll
get into it. We got a lot of people to call out.
Oh, my God. I can't believe it. I get 2 days back to back. Oh, my God. Sunday with the Cowboys. Oh. Monday night with the Rams. Oh.
Adam's living his best life.
Oh, my God. Yes. Oh my God. We got to stay on track.
Call him out, Adam. Start already. Call him out.
I am going to try. Listen, before we get into the show, there's a lot to talk about today, obviously. I don't know if you guys missed it. There was a football game last night.
Was there?
And if you weren't at the football game or you didn't watch it, the Rams Cardinals played. Long story short, extremely long story short, could be a 13-year story. There's some people that said some really, really bad things and some really dumb things. And I think, as someone who's admitted he's wrong about a lot of things
Who are those people, Adam?
Shut up, fish. As someone who has admitted publicly, I've been wrong on this, I think today's a very important day for a lot of people to just come out and say, you know what, all right, I was wrong. Stafford proved me right. Adam, congratulations. Jeff, congratulations to all the people that supported Stafford and said he would deliver.
Yeah.
All right, you guys were right. We were wrong. He could deliver a division title and a playoff game. And I get it. I know how hard. I know how hard it must have been for you to watch that game last night and actually witness a reality you could never imagine unfolding in your head.
In one season.
All in 1 year. In 4 months, not even a year.
Yeah, not even a full year.
Oh, my God. We got to get into the Red Wings. They played yesterday afternoon. Oh, my God. My phone is still blowing up. People are so angry on Twitter. They cannot get over it. Don't worry, Detroit. What time is it? 8:14? 8:14. I got a lot. I got a lot to say at 8:14. Yeah, don't worry.
Couldn't come any
Jeff
sooner.
is back. I want to take this time to welcome Jeff back. I want to talk about the Wings yesterday. Big comeback win. Dylan Larkin, unbelievable. Whew. All right. Jeff, welcome back, buddy.
Thank you. And we have a lot, we have a lot to unpack this weekend. Obviously, with me being out, we got to watch the Wings, got to watch Kate Cunningham and the whole pointing debacle. But with the Wings, listen, just watching the Wings clean house against the Sabres this season, 4-0 against Buffalo. And we witnessed probably, in my opinion, one of the best third periods we've seen all season. Followed by a great OT finish. You get Larkin, get the game tying goal, the game winning goal. And really, you got to see other guys step up as well. You got to see Rasmussen over the last stretch of games step up, really found ways to really step up, even that versatile guy we know him to be. So watching the Wings this weekend was awesome to watch. And same with the Pistons. Now, the Red Wings, on the other hand, this team is still the most entertaining to me to watch. And when I had COVID, I was watching a lot of sports, and watching the Red Wings, man, it's showtime on the ice to me. And it's been amazing to watch these guys, even being out, watching Lucas Raymond make plays, Rasmussen play better. You got Nedeljkovic pitching a shutout in front of his grandmother the other day, and then now on the road against Buffalo playing pretty well. So the Wings to me have been the savior, if you will, of being home. So it's been great to see, man. The Wings 4-0 against Buffalo.
Dylan Larkin,
officially.
Honestly, he's playing at an elite
all-star
level. We're talking top 10 skater in the NHL right now, easily. Top 10 forward.
Almost has 20 and 20.
I know it's not, McDavid production, but given the circumstance, he's playing for a guy that wears a C. on his jersey
Yeah.
every night. For the guy that's on the first line, going against the opposing team's first line for a majority of the game, and the first line defense, it's so impressive. And look what's working around with him.
Mm-hmm.
What does he have around him? Who is on the first line that's as skilled as him? I mean, he's having a phenomenal year.
Yeah,
I
he
just
is.
wanted to get that off my chest. I mean, Dylan Larkin, honestly.
Dude,
I did not even expect that going into the year. I mean, he's really playing at a high level. And I'm so for it. Wings win again. That's always good news. And it comes with, a little what's the word, Maddie? What is it? The win comes with some bad news. Even good news has some bad news, right? There's no good news without bad news. And the crazy thing for me this morning is a lot of people are saying, oh, well, the Wings are only 8 points, 6 points away from Boston from the final playoff spot. Okay? Boston has 5 or 6 games in hand. If you don't know what that means they get to play 5 more games before they match your amount of games played total. Which means if they win 3 out of the 5, they will be 12 to 14 points ahead of you.
Yeah.
I get the hype. They're the 9th seed right now. I get it. Look, I'm more of a realist right now. But I'm not even concerned about the playoff spot, Maddie.
No,
the fact that they can skate and play like that means the world to me.
Yeah, I don't think we should be concerned about a playoff spot. It's not the year for us. Maybe next year. And I think we have high hopes for next year, but this year is not the year. I don't think that's something that we should be focused on. I think we should be focused on playing the game that they're playing right now at the high level that they're playing and finding that chemistry and figuring out where everybody fits, because this year is not the year for a playoff. It's the year to rebuild and to find where we're going to be next year.
What do you think of Blashill moving forward? I've never asked you this, and I think now is a perfect time just to get it out there. I'm one of the people that says he's probably the short-term solution given the project, and the long-term, once his team's ready to compete, he's not going to be here.
Yeah, I like him for now, but yeah, I also think he's short-term. I don't think that he's going to be a long-term coach for the Wings. And if rumors are true, I'm more excited for those. And I know Adam knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, I mean, look, guys. You can't kill me. Look, this morning, I could die today. I'm chilling. I don't care. I've left it all out there. I'm good. I've lived my life.
Oh my God.
I could die today. Nothing could change my mood. Nobody's killing this vibe today.
No.
Nobody can do it. What's up, Fish?
Can I ask you what you're more happy about, the Rams winning or how much money you won?
I don't need to disclose my financial
I didn't ask
winnings.
for that. I just wanted to ask
The IRS
for what makes
may
you more
be listening
happy.
into this show.
I just wanted to say what made you more happy, the Rams winning.
Oh, the Rams
or
winning.
how much?
The money I won last night was just a little cherry on top. But
Okay.
we got to talk about it again. The IRS may be listening.
Yeah.
You know how it is with taxes?
Oh my God.
Oh my God! I can't believe actually I freaking told you it would happen. Of course I believed it would happen. Of course I did.
Yeah.
Of course we did. Guys, you know what's funny? We're going to have to break in a little bit. But I just want to prepare you for what's about to happen. What's about to happen is I'm going to bitch slap you across the face. And I'm going to wake you up. And I hope, all in good faith, I hope you understand where I'm coming from. And I hope that it allows you, one, to move on from a 12-year period where you completely under-delivered as a franchise and an organization, and that you can move forward now with this new regime, new general manager, new head coach, Sheila now, Rod, what, etc., whatever it is. Learn from your previous mistakes. I always talk about it. If you're not caught up on history will repeat itself. Be educated. We got to go to break. Maddie?
All right. Well, you already know what we're talking about when we come back, but first we had to tell you about Planet Fitness.
All right, guys. Planet Fitness, just from my own personal experience, I've been getting in the gym now. It's very important to me that I go to the gym. One, it's never good to be out of shape. And two, it's really a great stress reliever, especially when you work a busy life, whether you have kids, your job is extremely demanding, whatever it may be. The idea that you can go to a judgment-free zone, half hour a day. Get yourself in shape. Give yourself a mental reset before you go and attack the rest of your day. It's so important. I love Planet Fitness. Right now, $0 down, $10 a month. Planet Fitness is where you need to be. Again, it's a judgment-free zone. And please understand when I say this, your fitness is essential. Guys, it's a big part of your life, your happiness, and just how you carry yourself every day. We'll see you right after the break.
Hi, I'm Kay Cunningham. I'm proud to partner with Hall Financial, the mortgage company known for 5-star service. Don't just take my word for it. Check out their 5,000 5-star reviews for yourself. Go to callhallfirst.com and get started with your 5-star experience today.
Fellas, football season is here. It's time to make your grooming experience easy like Sunday morning. Get to Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Walk in, relax, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Get to Lady Jane's, open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Opinions are like ear holes, and we're putting ours in yours.
Well, that's not winning, joint.
It's Woodward Sports.
Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in here on the Morning Woodward Show on the Woodward Sports Network. Guys, Matthew Stafford and the Rams did it last night. Adam, I'm going to let you have this one.
Oh, my God.
Man, it feels good to be back.
Look,
there.
I get it. I get it. You're upset right now.
Yeah.
And I know you're going to try to discredit Matthew Stafford. He only threw the ball 17 times.
He's got Cooper Kupp.
Last I checked, excuse me, all of you shut up and stop talking and listen instead of typing in the chat. Just listen. Last I checked, the first 3 drives, Matthew Stafford connected on 3 or 4 passes that were absolute game changers.
Yep.
Which led to the Rams scoring. It's his fault that 1, the defense showed up, and 2, the Cardinals just took a complete dump. Please, I'm not even going to entertain your excuses that you already have lined up. I know you've been working long and hard on it. You stayed up all night. You're probably lack of sleep. I get it. Last night surprised you. You did not expect them to win the game. I get it. I get it. But just shut the hell up. Rams win, what, 34?
34-14.
34-14. Look, I get it. You weren't ready for this moment. But I'll tell you what. Stafford was ready for the moment. Sean McVay was ready. The Rams were ready.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's so funny to me because now it's become, oh, well, let's see him throw 17 times against Tampa Bay. You're so salty.
It's always next.
And I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Because if they would have lost last night, oh, well, see, they can't win a game with Stafford. Duh. You goddamn losers. You're all losers. Oh, my God. Just embrace it. Embrace that you were wrong and that this pathetic franchise for 12 years failed to deliver a head coach, a GM, a front office, and a roster like that. That is why Matthew Stafford never delivered. Now, am I going to sit here and be naive and say Stafford was a perfect quarterback or that he was, a significant reason why they didn't lose? No.
Flawless, no.
No. Let's not forget the last 2 playoff performances he had. He did not look good. Neither were those Lions teams. And the one time he did look good, it was his first playoff appearance against the Super Bowl champions that year, and he played pretty damn good. The quote-unquote historical defense that you guys talk about gave up 42 points. Oh, wait, the historical defense against Dallas. Now, how'd that work out in 2014? The historical defense. They all talk about it. Huh? How'd it work out? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Here we are, January 18th, 2022. I have never been more happy in my life. Can I not express myself any more clear? Last night, Detroit, I hope you just woke up just a little bit and stop with this naive, delusional nonsense. Just wake the hell up. That's all I'm asking from you this morning. I don't even need you to tell me that you were wrong. No, you don't have to. You don't have to admit it. I already know, but you don't have to admit it. Don't worry. All I need from you this morning is to just acknowledge, for 12 years, your pathetic franchise failed to deliver a B to B plus head coach around Matthew Stafford, a B to B plus GM around Matthew Stafford. Oh, excuse me, I forgot he had 3 Hall of Fame coaches. What am I saying? He had 3 Hall of Fame head coaches. Jim Schwartz, Jim Caldwell, and Matt Patricia. Of course, Stafford didn't deliver in Detroit. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, well, he had Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson, really? I thought we wasted Calvin Johnson's career, right? Didn't we? Didn't we waste Barry Sanders' career? Oh, I forgot. Tuesday morning, Matthew Stafford goes out in 1 year, wins the same amount of playoff games as your entire franchise in its entirety in one night, ties it, and wins the division, his first year away from Detroit.
Yeah.
So now this Tuesday morning and Monday night, we are saying, oh, well, you know, the Lions didn't waste Matthew Stafford's talent. Are you sure? I don't know. I saw it last night. Saw it all season. 41 touchdowns, almost 5,000 yards. They were ranked 22nd in points last year on offense. 7th this year. They were ranked 17th in terms of yards. 11th this year. 9th. Their defense, number 1 on both sides of the ball last year. This year, 15 and 17. What do you know? Look, I know the truth hurts. I know. Oh, my goodness. Oh, oh my God! Life couldn't be any more sweet. Jeff, what'd you make of the game?
Holy hell. I love watching you react because similarly, last night I was doing the same thing. And watching Kyler Murray, yes, he had probably one of the worst games, if not the worst, in his career. That game last night, the Rams got it right. And I don't want to hear I saw some people talking about Jared Goff. If he was on the Rams, that would have been... No, this isn't about Jared Goff. This is about Matthew Stafford. And the reason why the Rams traded for Stafford, and you saw it on display last night, is when they had play action, and they hit Van Jefferson for 40 yards, and it was on a dime. Jared Goff, there wasn't a whole lot of that. There wasn't. And with Matthew Stafford, he can do things in that offense Jared Goff can't, and that's the reality. That's not a diss on Jared Goff. So getting Matthew Stafford and watching him play last night, cool, calm, and collected. No turnovers. We talked about that. You can't turn the ball over. He didn't, and guess what? They obliterated a pretty good Cardinals team. A Cardinals team who did crap the bed. Now, mind you, Cliff Kingsbury, don't know if I can trust that man too much. Did not look like they were ready to play. But at the same time, Stafford made some key throws, especially, I mean, they were up, 23 at the half, 21 at the half. They just kept running and running the score up.
Crazy clown. Jeff, I love this comment. Crazy clown.
What'd he say?
Matthew Stafford is only 1-3 in the postseason. Yes, he is. And he's 1-0 without your franchise. So how about that?
That's the important part.
How about that? We got a caller, don't we? Who do I owe this outstanding, this gracious phone call to? What is the occasion?
I mean, you have to know it's going to be me.
Oh, my goodness, dude.
Let's go.
I mean, first of all, good morning, Justin. I hope you're doing great.
I had a delicious breakfast of steak and eggs this morning, and it was not like, the cheap Denny's steak, Adam. As you know, my kids are set for life based on that Rams win last night. I don't have to work, actually, so I might just quit my job and hang out with you all day. I might just sit in the Lady Jane's chair
I'm waiting.
and watch your beautiful hair, you and Jeff. I'm just going to stare at you for the next 2 hours because Matthew Stafford has sent me into early retirement. And this city has been completely busted. They have been broken by this. The goalpost moving, and I hope everyone's in good heart conditions here because they are doing a lot of working out on that field, moving the goalpost. Now I'm hearing that he didn't have that many yards. For 12 years we've heard he's stat pads and all he does is have empty stats when he surgically operates on that horrible Cardinals team that was shell-shocked by his incredible performance, not to mention the defense up front on the other side. He finally does exactly what we were told he couldn't do, and the burden was on him that it couldn't get done here. And now we're hearing about he didn't throw for enough yards. They're broken. And all these people that are saying, oh, it's just the Cardinals, this was an obvious win, I don't see their betting slips. Do you want to see mine? Because I can present it, but I don't know, it may be a safety hat.
I said the same thing this morning. Due to the IRS maybe tuning in, I'm going to probably withhold that information, but last night, that was a good night. It was a good night. Justin, I'm so glad you brought this up. The changing of the goalposts, right? So before the game, Stafford needs to deliver. If he doesn't, he is what we thought he was. And then they deliver. And not only do they deliver in incredible fashion, no. Matthew Stafford plays an almost perfect game, an almost perfect passer rating, made some throws. My goodness, some of the throws he made. And now it's, Jared Goff won a playoff game with that team. He should have beaten the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals, right? I mean, everybody saw them collapse in the second half of the season. And the goalposts keep changing, Justin, and I'm sitting here absorbing it all, and I'm just taking it in. And the amount of, oh my goodness, the feeling I have rushing through my body right now, it is unexplainable.
Well, the thing that was so good about this is we never saw this with Barry Sanders. We never saw this with Calvin Johnson. They were both broken by this franchise like so many others have been before them and after, and they just quit. They couldn't take it anymore. And we never got to see, gosh, what would these guys do if they got out of here? They can't be losers. It can't be them, right? And we finally see the third iconic member of this franchise that will be going to the Hall of Fame someday, like the other two guys we just mentioned. We finally got to see somebody get off the shackles, break free, and see what would happen if he got outside of this organization. We finally got to get the experiment. And how long did it take to see it be vindicated in direction of Adam Beydoun and Justin Spiro? 1 year. We needed one crack. We needed one lick at the Tootsie Roll Pop to be vindicated. It's not like, he had a couple of close calls. He finished one game back in the division. He's been there for 4 months in terms of the actual season. It took him 4 months to make us look brilliant. We didn't need any more runway than the absolute bare minimum for full vindication. The experiment's done. And look, if he goes on the road and beats Brady, I'll get the butter back out. I might be even more excited next week, but it's all gravy. This is over. There's no more argument. Everyone that said this wouldn't happen because of him or in large part because of him, you lose. It's over. We would.
But, Justin, they did not waste his career. The Detroit Lions did not waste the career of Matthew Stafford. I am not sure what you're talking about this morning.
Right.
Oh, my goodness.
The guy rolls out of bed. The guy hasn't even established himself as a legal resident of the state of California because he hasn't been there long enough. He's still paying Michigan taxes, and he's already got the 2 boxes checked that he couldn't do here in over a decade. I was still in college at Michigan State and not about to graduate when this guy got here. 4 months later in L.A., look what happened.
Yeah. Toughest division in football.
I'm so glad you brought that up. Yeah. Literally one of, if not the most difficult division in quarterback. Go find me a division that has 4 franchise quarterbacks in it. That division does. And look, again, I understand all of you at home. You're going to want to take away credit from Stafford this morning. I will not allow it. You're going to deflect and you're going to protect your Detroit Lions like you always do. I get it. But not today. Not today. Today you need to wake up and accept that the Detroit Lions for 12 years failed to deliver a Sean McVay. Failed to deliver a Les Snead. A roster. Oh, wait. Wasn't Aaron Donald a big factor in last night's game? I could have sworn he was taken in a certain draft.
Someone vouched for him?
Somebody vouched for him. Some dude really wanted a tight end.
Yeah.
They believed the tight end was the missing piece of winning a Super Bowl. Isn't that right, Justin?
Well, the funny thing with Aaron Donald is that's not even a hindsight's 2020 thing. Like, some people like to bring up Odell Beckham Jr. as, like, another example of someone taken after Ebron. But that's not really fair because no one was clamoring for that at the time. But Aaron Donald, on the other hand, who would have been a much better pick than Beckham, by the way, that was someone that Lions fans actually wanted in real time. It's similar like to Donovan Mitchell with the Pistons when we took Luke Kennard. Mm-hmm. That wasn't some like hindsight's 2020. The fans were begging for Donovan Mitchell, just like they were begging for Aaron Donald. I know I was begging for Aaron Donald. So the fact that like these guys, like I'm sitting there in law school and not even paying attention to this stuff, and I know Aaron Donald's the obvious pick, and the Lions can't employ someone that can figure out something so self-evident. It's just hilarious to me. But, like, the fact that last night on Twitter, I was disappointed but not surprised that there was basically nobody. Maybe you found one because I sure didn't. I didn't find one member of the anti-Stafford faction that owned it. No. And I hate to say it, but about 80% of that whole conglomerate works for you guys. Like, it's every Sam, Easy, all these guys are, Jared Goff. Cardinals were a fraudulent team.
They weren't saying it weeks and weeks. I love it, man. I'm here for it.
Just
I'm
one.
here for it. Own it.
One.
Just
Yeah,
own it.
it's not that big of a deal. My Twitter name is Darko State News because I thought Darko was going to be an NBA Hall of Famer, and I make fun of myself. It's a self-imposed scarlet letter. This is sports. This isn't that serious. Like, get over it. You were wrong. We were right. It happened. There's times that we're going to be wrong, although it's few and far between in the past couple of years, at least since I've known you, Adam. But just, you got to own this. It's over. It's resolved objectively. This is an objective measure. This isn't about, top 10, top 15, this. It was a very clear outline. Can he win a division? Can he win a playoff game?
He
2
checked
for
both
2.
of them.
It's over.
He checked both of them, Justin, and it's so funny in the fashion he did. Cardinals started the season 10-2. I mean, did people expect them to get hurt, collapse, whatever the case may be? Last I checked, that losing streak for Arizona started at home against, the Rams, where Matthew Stafford played a hell of a game. So here we are. Detroit, soak it in. Accept it. And I will not let you forget about this. Do not worry. But do me a favor.
Based on that Rams victory, I'm on my way to my travel agent right now. I'm going to be looking at the Tuscan sunset by tomorrow. So thank you, Rams. Hey, congratulations. Let's light a big fat Cuban cigar the next time I see you, Adam. You and I are going to be fighting over the bill because we both made so much money. We're going to be trying to take the other one.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's going to be a hell of a match for that bill.
Oh, I'm ready for it. Anytime. Justin, thanks so much for calling in
this
morning,
buddy.
Good. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you how good it feels just to be right. Not only right, but I don't even care about that this morning, to be honest with you. If I'm actually being very genuine with all of you at home, and I'm going to open up to you guys. I could care less about being right about Matthew Stafford. Honestly, it means nothing to me. What matters to me is that the fan base unites and understands that, okay, you know what? We were wrong. And the majority of us were wrong. Okay? I'm willing to talk to you, Stafford haters. It's okay. I'm being as honest as I can be right now. I'm willing to have a conversation with you about what the Lions could look like moving forward if you agree to accept and learn from your past. If you're not willing to see, 12 years here, losing record against winning teams, 0-3 in the playoffs, what gives? Leaves one season, goes to a competent franchise, a great head coach, a very good roster. Delivers both in 1 year. Lions haven't delivered a division since 93. Haven't won a playoff game since 91. So can we just admit, maybe this isn't a Matthew Stafford thing? And I know you're going to say, nobody said it was. Look, just stop. Just stop making yourself look more foolish than you need to be. Okay? I am willing to extend an olive branch today and get on the same page with all of you. If you're willing to accept that you not only were wrong about this, it's not about just admitting you were wrong. It is acknowledging what happened. And what happened was you never had a head coach like Sean McVay. Yep. You've never had a GM like Les Snead. Could have one in Brad Holmes. Who knows? Could have one in Dan Campbell. Who knows? I'm talking about the last 12 years. Where is it? Where's the substance? We got to go to break.
Well, speaking of fan bases, before the game yesterday, a poll circulated around Lions fans regarding Matthew Stafford and whether or not they were going to support him. We'll talk about that when we come back. But first, let's hear about MyBookie.
All right, guys. MyBookie is the premier place to be betting, if you listen to me and Justin. Oh, my God. I mean, the breakfast I had this morning was not as dramatic. It really wasn't. I literally had lettuce and yogurt. It was not some high-end breakfast. Not because I didn't win a crap ton of money on MyBookie last night. No. Just I was extremely behind. I had to get my workout in. But anyways, we're going to move on. MyBookie, bet from anywhere, anytime using MyBookie. Sign up today. They'll match you dollar for dollar. You put in $100, they'll give you $100. You put in $200, they'll match you with $200. And as always, please, if you have a gambling problem, visit or call the Gambling Problem Hotline at 1-800-270-7117.
Okay, you thirsty little spin goblins. I want you to pedal into the next dimension. Spin it! Spin! Spin! Uh-oh! Carmen's falling behind. Let's give her the hiss of shame. Spin! Spin! Spin till you bleed!
Don't ride the bike of shame. Come to Planet Fitness and find your own lane with tons of equipment, free fitness training, and no hissing. Join today for just $10 a month.
Live from Woodward Avenue. That's why we're called Woodward Sports. Detroit's radio sports network.
Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in here on the Morning Woodward Show on the Woodward Sports Network. As always, make sure you're following us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitch, downloading the Woodward Sports app on Apple and Google Play, and of course, downloading our podcast wherever you may listen, whether that's Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, or Amazon Music. Guys, a poll circulated yesterday on the supporters of Matthew Stafford. So, would you support the Rams and Matthew Stafford? Would you not? Out of 835 votes, 48% was for the Rams, 44% was against the Rams, and 8% was indifferent. We know the outcome of the game, but what are your guys' thoughts on the saltiness
To
of
all
these
you
people?
draft capital people, I gave the Dallas Cowboys fans 2 middle fingers yesterday. I would like to offer
Indeed.
an olive branch. I'm going to take those fingers and offer them to you, and you know where to put them. As if picking between 23 and 28 is actually that serious.
What if you want to trade up?
Well, because I am not a Lions fan, because I am rooting for a guy who was never able to deliver in Detroit to deliver in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Really? Really? So we're questioning now fandom in this city. I love it. I love it. It's unbelievable. So here we are this morning. Lions fans divided on whether or not they should or shouldn't be. I don't even care, to be honest with you. What my issue is do me and every other normal human being out there, don't tell us what we should and shouldn't be doing.
There you go. Bingo.
Look,
Bingo.
I'm not telling you have to support Stafford. Never came out of my mouth. I will never say that. Do me a favor. Don't tell me or Jeff or anybody that works here or anybody on my Twitter feed or anybody in our current chat on YouTube. Do not tell us, or any one of them, that they are not fans if they are A, voting for, or A, B, against Stafford. Stop the nonsense. It's so petty and pathetic. It's so pathetic. I'm not surprised, though.
Me either.
Guys, I'm just going to say this one more time. And I hope it registers, Jeff. Maybe it doesn't.
It might not.
Jim Schwartz, Jim Caldwell, Matt Patricia all have losing records in the playoffs, except Patricia because he's never been a head coach in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Caldwell, no division titles. Matt Patricia, no division titles. Jim Schwartz, no division titles. Can't even get the step ones done. What advantage did Jim Schwartz give you every weekend? Jim Caldwell, Matt Patricia, what advantage did they give you? Oh, Sean McVay? Oh, wow. We're able to run the ball on a Monday Night Football game in the playoffs against a pretty decent run defense in Arizona. Take the pressure off our quarterback. Oh, okay. He made all the throws we asked of him, and he had 4 incompletions, 3 of them were drops. Whatever. I will look past it. Guys, stop this. Just admit it, guys. Accept that you were wrong about Stafford.
Yeah.
And don't try to say, well, I mean, don't change anything. Stop. The conversation has always been, could he deliver a division and win playoff games if he left? He had the opportunity to leave. He was traded. Who was holding back the franchise? Was it Matthew Stafford or the Lions? Now, the fact that any of you, honestly, considering you actually are Lions fans and you've watched this team for decades, where you actually thought the quarterback was a big part of the problem is hilarious to me. But anyways, I'm willing to look past that. And he goes out in one season, delivers both. He's delivered in 4 months what you failed to deliver in the last 25, 27 years. What's up, Fish?
I know you guys are happy, and that's pretty cool. I'm happy as well. It's a good job to Stafford. But what happens if they go to Tampa Bay and they get killed?
Well, then,
what is going to happen? Because I already know all the Lions fans.
I need excuses for football being played. Like, what are you asking of me? Oh, they go to Tampa Bay and they lose. Okay?
Okay.
Let's say they lose like 48-10 or 48-20. You're going to hear
they
from all the
lose.
Lions fans.
They
So
lost.
what are-
Yes,
That's
they
not the
lost.
point, though.
That is not good. They will be criticized that Monday morning for losing.
Yeah.
But that does not change the fact
That
that he's already delivered. Now, I know you Lions fans. Stick, easy. You guys know who you are. All of you on Twitter. That Lions dude, I forget his name. The weird profile, I think Brad Holmes, whatever. I get you already changing the narrative now. Oh, well, it's Super Bowl or bust. My goodness, I would die for this city to have Super Bowl or bust expectations. Oh, they have Von Miller and Odell Beckham Jr. They traded for the midseason.
And Cooper Kupp.
And without Robert Woods. And they just got Cam Akers back.
And Cooper Kupp struggled last night. And they still got
I wouldn't say he struggled. It was,
well, he
they
wasn't
were
a factor.
double-teaming him
That's
hard.
what I'm saying. Like, they took him out of the game. They tried to.
And the Rams showed that they could win without it. Like, that is such good football.
Yep.
That's how you win games. That's how you coach. Mm-hmm. Jeff, you have a problem with this division fan divided stuff?
I do, and this is the. I mean, I was on Twitter last night. I see it in the chat right now. It's still going, and the problem that I have is with Stafford. Listen, the guy was sacked almost 400 times in 12 years through his time in Detroit. 3 different head coaches. Yes, 0 for 3. I understand that, but I am having trouble putting into words how people actually figured he would crap the bed against the Cardinals. I mean, let alone, Fish brought it up. If they lose against the Bucs, okay. They lose against the Bucs. And I understand that the Rams have Super Bowl or bust. That's a mentality they have. But the argument was, can he win a playoff game? That was the argument. Against the Cardinals, a lot of people, I guess, were rooting against them, and I get that, for draft capital. But at the end of the day, if you're rooting against the guy who was your quarterback for, quarterback play in Detroit hasn't been the best, and you had one for 12 years, probably one of the most talented quarterbacks who hasn't won a playoff game up until yesterday, and he does that in his first playoff win, and now we're going to sit up here and find a way to, he's going to lose to the Bucs. I'm not going to do that, and I'm simply, number one, I could care less about the pick. I have more trust in Brad Holmes that he's going to hit on the pick regardless. So you can do both. You could still root for the Lions and also root for Stafford. I found that out last night. A lot of people on Twitter couldn't find that out, but it made sense to me. And I'm going to root for a guy who put in his dues, put in the work, put up with a lot of BS. And I understand he's not perfect. We discussed that. He's had his own flaws, especially in the playoffs. But no way in hell last night, man. You watching that game at the beginning, Cooper Kupp, they were double-teaming him a whole lot. And who made plays? Odell. You had Van Jefferson. And this is why they got guys like that. They got Von Miller. They're
It's Super Bowl or bust,
They're
though,
a
Jeff.
Super Bowl or bust. But don't let that take away from the fact that he got the job done in a sense.
He got the job done in 4 months. You haven't gotten it done in, 3 decades? Shut up. Shut up. Just stop. Like, we're making this more difficult than it needs to be. Accept you were wrong. Accept that he wasn't the problem in Detroit and move on. Oh, he has Super Bowl or bust expectations in Los Angeles? Great. That's a whole different franchise. I could care less. That's their problem, not mine. My vendetta, done. I'm done. That's it. He couldn't win a division, Adam. He couldn't win a playoff game in Detroit. Okay, he just did it in 4 months. Detroit was the problem. Just admit it and move on. Now we want to talk about, if he doesn't deliver a Super Bowl, we traded 2 first-round picks for him. They got to win a Super Bowl. Shut up. You guys sound so dumb.
I mean, they did kind of stack their lineup for Super
Fish,
Bowl or bust.
I would kill for the Detroit Lions to stack a goddamn roster and have Super Bowl or bust expectations. I would offer my limbs for it. And we're criticizing a team for having Super Bowl bust expectations. We're the fucking Lions. And you're going to criticize another team for having Super Bowl or bust expectations. This is the funniest conundrum I've ever experienced in my life. You guys give me a headache from how naive and stupid you are. I have already offered you an olive branch this morning, and clearly you are not taking it. I have offered you that I'm willing to say Matthew Stafford, in moments, did not deliver for the Detroit Lions. I was there. I watched every game. I know exactly what he was and what he wasn't, but I knew he never had a head coach. I knew he never had a GM. I knew the front office was a goddamn disaster. And I knew that the roster was never complete. And what do you need to win a Super Bowl? A complete roster and a damn good quarterback, a damn good coach, and a GM who knows how to get that roster together. Lions never had any of that ever come together. And we're sitting here criticizing another team because they have it figured out. And they're doing what you could never do in 12 years with your quarterback in one season. And ESPN, I don't know if you thought you were creative, but posting a picture of Matthew Stafford, 13 years coming, finally gets a playoff game, why would you post that in a Lions jersey? He didn't win in a Lions jersey. You post that picture or better be in a Rams uniform. I actually am very upset about that. That really got on my... really grinded my gears yesterday.
And can we address the people who say, and this is a common thing, not only in the chat but on Twitter as well, Jared Goff, Matthew Stafford essentially took the team that Jared Goff had, all right, and now we already went through the statistics, middle of the pack defense. This isn't the number one defense in the league.
15 and 17.
Yep. But people are actually want to say, well, Wolford looked good on this team. Well, Goff looked good on this team. Are those two making that throw to Van Jefferson last night?
They had the number one ranked defense and in terms of yards allowed, points allowed, and scoring defense. They were number one across the board.
Right.
This year, 15-17.
Okay, so people are telling me Goff and Wolford can walk in there and throw. Okay,
dude,
41 touchdowns. I mean,
I just don't get it. I just don't get people. Like, you're proving my point. Oh, well, look, Stafford just needed a head coach, an organization, and a no shit. No shit. That is the point.
Welcome to the NFL.
That is the point. Wake up. That is the point. My God, 42 minutes into the show, maybe you realize the point now. Maybe. God damn it. I am going to die today, a happy man, and I'm okay with it. That's it. You know, life was nice. 27 years, it was a good run. I got to do a lot of stuff, did some drugs, drank a lot, met some great people, met all of you, even though you drive me nuts sometimes. It's a good life. 27 years old, not bad.
What about some of your coworkers?
I'll give them a shout out in hell.
Okay.
Oh my God!
Adam, is this the happiest day of your life?
One of.
Okay.
Not because, look, again, I could care less about being right. Like, I really don't care. Like, my job is to sit up here and really, like, foresight, give opinions, what I think is going to happen. You guys remember very clearly. I was clearly wrong on Penei Sewell being able to play right tackle. That's fine. That's fine. I was also right on the Steelers collapsing last year, the Cardinals collapsing this year, Stafford delivering this. Like, it's not just about being right and, like, rubbing it in your face. But, come on, guys. This is so glaringly obvious. Whew, Maddie. I need a break. We got to go to break.
Yes. Adam needs a break. Somebody in the chat already said you're going to have easy voice problems when we come back. But make sure you're sticking around when we come back. Another coach bites the dust. But first, can we please hear about Cintron?
Yeah, listen, guys. Cintron World is an aspirational lifestyle beverage brand with a line of sparkling flavored energy beverages, premium bottled water, and revitalizer shots. Cintron is the official energy drink of the Red Wings, proud partners with Detroit Pistons, and exclusively served at Little Caesars Arena. If you're looking for premium ingredients, long-lasting energy, balanced hydration, essential vitamins, and great taste, Cintron is your top choice. Buy online at cintronworld.com. Use promo code RedWings10. Save 10% with shipping included. Drink it, live it with Cintron.
What's the over-under? Should I tease? Who is the lock of the night? Make sure you're watching Woodward Bets to get the latest in sports betting and more. Woodward Bets daily on Woodward Sports.
Fellas, football season is here. It's time to make your grooming experience easy like Sunday morning. Get to Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Walk in, relax, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Get to Lady Jane's, open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Go! Detroit Sports on Demand.
DeAndre Swift, he's going to take it all the way for the touchdown. Open in the corner, he triples.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app today. Take us with you everywhere you go. Search Woodward Sports Network or WSN Live.
Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in here on the Morning Woodward Show on the Woodward Sports Network. I think Adam had a couple seconds to calm down here, so we should be good to go. But
I'm not done.
Can we talk about something else real quick?
I was done?
Real quick. Something
I'm not
else.
letting this off the hook. Kick rocks. I am not letting them live this down.
All
not
right.
yet.
You go right ahead.
Mayock can wait.
Mayock can wait 1 minute.
Yeah.
And so can Harbaugh.
We got to let this
And I'll
soak
tell you
in.
why, Maddie.
You tell me
Because
why.
Jared Goff could have done what
Please.
Matthew Stafford did last night, right?
Not a chance.
Did you know that
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford? Fun fact, because part of this job is I do a lot of research. I take some time at home.
You research?
Yeah,
What?
It's like this crazy concept.
You know
It's
what
like,
you're talking
you
about?
come into you
Wow,
come in
research.
prepared to talk about something, right?
Oh my
it's
gosh.
crazy that
How
Matthew
incredible.
Stafford in one season has delivered more yards, more touchdowns, higher QBR, higher passer rating, higher completion percentage than Jared Goff ever has in Los Angeles. But why should I bring that up? Why even bring that up?
Doesn't help their argument.
It's
I mean-
because it's irrelevant because he led the league in pick sixes, Matty.
I guess, yeah.
That's the counter.
He throws interceptions.
Right? So the Lions lost for 12 years.
So
because
did
of his
Jameis
pick
Winston.
Okay, now we're
Oh,
getting
can we
out
not?
of
Fish.
Don't do that.
Fish.
He
Stick to
had like 30
Australia. Stick to
touchdowns.
Australia and the Australian Open and that corrupt country. Just stick to
By
that.
the way, speaking of that, you missed a great match yesterday, Andy Murray.
He's back? I didn't even know. I thought he retired.
No, he got a wild card spot yesterday and he played.
Why did he get a wild card spot? What has he done?
Played tennis?
Whatever. Whew. Okay.
So we're through with that. Stafford's more of a talent. I mean, that's clear. I don't know what people are actually.
I don't know. I'm willing to move on.
Yeah.
Because believe me, I'm not done yet. But I'm going to give you guys a break. I know you're freaking out and I know you need it. Mike Mayock fired.
Yep.
No longer the GM in Vegas. Does that open up the window for Jim Harbaugh? A lot of people speculating on it. Honestly, I wasn't surprised by the move. I was one of the Mike Mayock critics after year one.
Yeah. I mean,
Way too many first and second round picks not working out for him. And to be honest with you, they were 27 and 25 during his 3 years. You could thank Derek Carr for that.
yeah.
It's not you. It's not John Gruden. It's not even the coach now.
They missed on some.
They missed a lot.
Yeah, they missed
And
on
as a
some
GM,
things.
your job is to hit, not miss.
Yeah.
Bad free agent contracts. I mean, they finessed Chicago for Khalil Mack, technically. I mean, it worked out long term, but still.
Yeah.
No.
But they also traded Amari
They
Cooper.
need a new direction. Is it Harbaugh, though, Jeff?
I mean, at this point, obviously, getting rid of the general manager, that is up Harbaugh's alley. We've seen the reports that with Jim, he obviously isn't going to want to be paired right away with the GM and kind of force that relationship. You see how that worked out with the 49ers in his past tenure. But I think my heart is telling me Jim's going to return because you see the staff, you see what's being created over at Michigan. But the reality is, if the situation's right, and I think Jim still feels that in his heart because he's mentioned it already. I'll coach for free. I love coaching, but I think he is looking for an opportunity right now. Especially he's watching what the NFL's doing. If the right one opens up, with the Raiders possibly one opening up, it's got to be the right opportunity. And now the Raiders don't have the talent necessarily. They have good pieces. They have Darren Waller. You're probably going to have Derek Carr for another year, hopefully. But defensively, they got things to figure out. I don't know if this is probably the best situation Jim Harbaugh can walk into, but based on what people are saying about what he wants, it makes sense. I mean, you get rid of the general manager, Mike Mayock, big problem. And I mean, any coach coming in there isn't going to want Mike Mayock as their general manager regardless. So it's the move that had to be done. But at the end of the day, I don't know. If Jim Harbaugh were to return to the league, I would see him going to a brand like the Las Vegas Raiders. It just depends on the team, though. Like, what's around him? It's going to be Derek Carr. You got Hunter Renfrow, okay, Darren Waller. Who knows if you have Deshaun Jackson, those guys returning. So it's kind of a, if you will, a roster that definitely overachieved this year. I mean, you can thank Rich to that partially for doing a good job in coaching these guys up. But I don't know. And I don't know if this is a situation that Jim would want, but at the end of the day, we can't answer that for him. I feel like in my heart, he's going to end up staying. That's what I feel. I don't know if that's true, but at this point in time, the situations that are opened up, I mean, I don't think the Bears are an opportunity. I mean, yeah, he played for the Bears, but I don't see him actually going to the Bears, considering it's quite a situation over there in Chicago. But I don't see it with the Raiders as well. But you never know. Never say never with Jim Harbaugh, though. I really don't know. But I have a feeling he's going to return. That's just my heart. That's really what I'm feeling.
Maddie, give me the MSU perspective. You guys have, honestly, for 15 years now, I mean, it's not been little brother in terms of head-to-head matchups. Do you want to see Harbaugh leave? He just won the Big Ten. Finally got over the hump. 0-2 against Mel Tucker, yes, but I can make the argument. If he stays, they're probably going to win next year. What's the MSU fan perspective going in to next season? Do you want Harbaugh there?
I do want Harbaugh there. I would love to see him stay, and I think he will. every coaching job that opens up right now in the NFL, everyone's like, oh, Jim Harbaugh. But I don't think he leaves. I would like to see him stay. I'd like to see him dominate Michigan for the next several years, to be honest. I think he's a great head coach, and I think it's an extra added level of competitiveness when it comes to the Michigan State rivalry. So I would love to see him stay. I would love to see him have another great season. We always love watching Michigan win, of course, when it's not against Michigan State, but we'll find out what happens next year.
What do you think, Adam? You feel like he's legitimately... I mean, there's always a chance, of course, but what do you feel? You think he's out or he's going to return? I think the NFL's never, never opportunity. He can always return to the NFL, but is it going to happen this offseason? And that's the question. What does your heart say? What do you think? You think if Jim Harbaugh is you think he's going to return to Michigan, or he'll make that jump? Because I think it's possible, but with the opportunities open, the Raiders are, you think, probably the best opportunity for him? Because I don't see the Bears.
No, I mean, the thing with the Raiders is he will have the third best quarterback in the division.
Which is tough.
And if Aaron Rodgers goes to Denver, he'll have the fourth best quarterback. And that's just such a tough hill to climb. Mm-hmm. So the Raiders thing doesn't make sense. Look, Michigan, just pay him. Just pay him. Let him be the guy for the next 10, 12, 15 years. Enjoy the ride and, move on. I think Jim proved it in the NFL already. 4 years, 3 NFC title games, 1 Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah.
Nobody's questioning, Jim isn't a guy can he make it in the NFL? No, he made it in the NFL. He was hyper successful in a short amount of time with Alex Smith and Colin Kaepernick. Okay? And he took a team that had 8 straight losing seasons and took them to 3 straight NFC title games.
Right.
Oh, well, he walked into Patrick Willis and whatever. Navarro Bowman. I get it. Keep discrediting people. I understand that's how it works in this world. We discredit all the people that are successful. And it's all luck, and they had nothing to do with the success. I get it. Believe me. But I don't see Harbaugh leaving. I don't think the Raiders is the right job. Having said that, I do want to get back into our lovely chat. Whew. All right, Michael Francis. First time listening and last. I agree with you. The Ford family do not know how to win with the Lions, and they need to sell the team, but don't agree how you come across about our team. You're telling me that you want them to sell, and I'm the problem? I have never once even mentioned that they should sell the team, and honestly, they shouldn't. Yeah, why would they? It's $1 billion business, number one. So, no, they're not going to sell. And number two, my first time and my last time. I'm so hurt. I may have to walk off set. What will I do with my life? Really? A bit much?
What have you said, or anybody?
But you don't agree on how I come across on your team. How do I come across? How do you want me to come across your team? Do you want me to praise them? 58 years, 1 playoff win. 2 division titles. Oh, excuse me. I believe 3 or 4 division titles. In 58 years. How do you want me to come across? Huh? Franchise quarterback for 12 years. Walks out no, it doesn't walk out the door. It's traded. Allowed to leave. Goes to a good team. A competent franchise. A competent organization. And a hyper-successful head coach. A talented roster. All the things you've been asking for in Detroit for 58 years. And he delivers a division and a playoff win in 4 months. And I'm the problem, right? You guys can deflect it however you want. I am so sad that you won't yeah. Even if you're listening, you aren't listening. Guys, I extended an olive branch extremely early on in the show. I am willing to look past all the times you bashed Matthew Stafford this season. And you know who you go. You guys know who you are. And you tweeted it. And I have the receipts. I don't need to go out and expose it. I don't need to expose people this morning. What I will do, and what I will acknowledge, is that the Lions potentially have a good future ahead of them. But as I always say, you must learn from your past mistakes in order to succeed in your future. Do not dwell on the past, learn from it. I hope last night you learned from your past. And you understand, okay, you know what? We never had a competent GM and head coach at the same time. We never had B plus coaching front office skills. And we never had a B plus roster outside of maybe 1 season.
Yeah.
1 season out of 12 guys, really? That's your argument? Come on. You don't like how I come across about your team? Oh, excuse me?
Your team?
What the hell do you want me to say? they're the best team in the NFL? What do you want me to say? Do you know that in the last 25 years, every team in the NFL has won a playoff game, including the Texans? And there's only one team that hasn't? Your team. Quote unquote, your team. You own them. Right? Look, guys, I caution you. When I'm wrong, I will be the first one to admit it. Don't you dare try and come in my chat and talk BS and think you're going to just get away with it. Not going to happen. You can disagree with me. You can make your points. I'll gladly have a conversation with you. You want to type in BS? I won't allow it. And I may not call it out all the time. But today I'm in a giving mood. And today I'm giving out L's to everybody. Everybody gets it this morning. Just learn from your mistakes, learn from your past, accept that this guy was not the singular problem. Just like you admit Barry wasn't the problem, right? Was Calvin the problem? You guys died. You were, guys, as a fan base, the fan base was in uproar. Pitchforks. Why didn't we trade Calvin Johnson and give him an opportunity? Why didn't we trade Barry or get Barry the right pieces? Should have gave him an opportunity. You do it with Stafford, and now it's, oh, well, I need the draft capital. The draft, it's a business decision. I need the draft capital. More important than Matthew Stafford winning and proving that I was wrong.
By like 5 spots.
For 12 years.
That's what you're...
And in 4 months, he delivered 1 division title and 1 playoff. Can you guys not laugh? I'm trying to be serious. Oh, man. We got to go to break.
Oh, my gosh.
We got to go to break. Top of the hour next. I'm so excited. Looking ahead to the divisional round. So many great matchups. My goodness. I mean, we're in it for a real treat this weekend, guys. We get some damn good football. Great matchups. I mean, we're talking elite level quarterback play across the board in almost every game. I am all for it. Maddie?
Yes, we have some good football. We're looking ahead to the divisional round when we come back. But first, we continue to wait for a response from Ryan and Braylon. We're still challenging you to the Folding Warehouse. So, Adam?
Braylon and Ryan. Olive branch here. Another one. I'm throwing out so many branches this morning.
A lot of branches on that tree.
Braylon, Ryan, look, I know you're kind of 50-50 on Stafford. I'm willing, come to the dark side, okay? I will stop calling you guys out for cheating and getting a first-round bye in the Folding Warehouse.
If you accept our challenge.
If you accept our challenge. Me and Maddie versus you, Ryan Armani, and Braylon Edwards.
That'll be a good matchup.
Oh, I think
we would crush it.
We would crush them.
We would absolutely crush them.
Get this clipped. We get this clipped. It's sent to the bottom line this morning. I want to send it in their little group chat.
Their little group
Publicly
chat.
call them out. They need to become aware of this. All right? Anyways, the Folding Warehouse, home of the original bowling pin game called Folding. You throw a football at bowling pin, guys. It's a really great time. Honestly, I was so bummed. I was sick when we did our company event. But whether it's a corporate party, team building event, family and friends, guys, it's the place to be. Such a good time. Over 100 beers available. $2 Mystic Beer Machine. Multiple bars throughout the facility. You can bring in your own food or have it catered. This is the ultimate experience, guys. Enjoy your time at the Folding Warehouse in Hamtramck. Visit foldingwarehouse.com. That's foldingwarehouse.com.
Everything that we've hoped for, finally.
He's going deep, right side. Oh, that is Edwards out there. He goes up in the air at the goal line.
Hey, it's Braylon Edwards here, wanting to welcome the sports marketing agency to Woodward Sports Network, to the family. Glad to have you guys. For the last decade, the sports marketing agency has literally leveraged athletes around issues such as mental health and substance abuse.
It's all happening now.
That's how you answer. We love our sports. We just wish they'd love us back. Detroit sports for Detroit sports fans. Woodward Sports.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us on the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. Also featured on The Roar on 99.1, 93.5, and 94.7 HD2. Guys, the NFL divisional round is ahead of us. Which games are we most excited for?
Well, I think there's enough.
Stop it. Stop it.
I can't.
You have to stop.
I can't. am.
He's king of the world this morning.
I have surpassed the level of consciousness this morning. Life now makes sense to me. I see and know all. I have reached a level of consciousness that I don't think many experience.
That's why I brought
obviously the Bucks Rams.
For the sake of the
just
argument.
for the sake of
That's
it.
why I brought that up, because you're feeling very happy today, but just warning you that next Monday, if they lose...
No, if they lose, I'm going to sit up here and criticize their performance in the game if they lose. If they lose,
still fine.
No, if they lose and play bad, I will sit up here Monday and criticize their performance.
I know,
that
but...
does not take away from the point.
Because I know you're going to hear from all the fans in the chat.
Fish, you're not listening. The point is as simple as this, and if you don't get it, you are actually dumb. You could not win a division for 12 years with Matthew Stafford in a playoff game.
Correct.
You said he couldn't do it when he left.
Correct.
He leaves. 4 months later, he's done both. Done deal.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Adam, the Super Bowl or bust. The expectations are different. I don't care. No. The point is done. That's it. The Rams have Super Bowl expectations. I don't care what the hell the Rams do.
Yeah, we had to settle this with Lions fans. This is
done.
Yeah.
Conversation is done and over with. Stop it. We're done. Officially done. You lost big time. Take the L, walk away. I will never bring it up again.
Like Justin said, Tampa's gravy.
Guys,
guys,
what do you want? You want me to sit up here next Monday and say the Rams lost to the Buccaneers? The Lions were clearly right about Matthew Stafford. He sucks. That's what you want? Do you hear yourselves? You don't even think. That's the problem with half of you. You don't think. Stop shifting the goalposts. Stop changing it up. Oh, well, if he's that great, he can beat the Buccaneers. That's not the point. It was never the point. And that's where you guys all lose me. And that's why I'm just going to keep talking all the crap I'm going to be talking. Because you aren't listening. Could he win a division? Could he win a playoff game? That was the narrative on Matthew Stafford going into L.A. And not just some of you, a lot of you, some who I work with and I can't believe it, said that the Rams would fall apart by mid-season with Matthew Stafford. He would be injured, and the Lions would have 2 top 10 picks. And when Cam Akers tore his ACL, you said he would not win the division, and you said that they would collapse, and they would not stay healthy. And here they are. And here they are with a top 10 offense and a top 17 defense. Not even a top 10 defense. They're ranked 15th and 17th.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? Just accept it. Just stop. Just accept that you were wrong. And accept that it wasn't just him. He didn't perform all the time in the big moments. Sure. When have the Lions ever done that? Stop. He did it. He proved it. He proved that you never hired a good head coach. He proved you never had a good GM. And he proved that your roster outside of one season was never even average. Congratulations.
Whew. Did you know that there's 4 games being played this weekend?
Who's playing this weekend, Maddie?
We've got Bengals versus the Titans, 49ers versus the Packers, Rams, Bucks, and Bills, Chiefs.
Oof. Out of all these matchups, I mean...
Jeff, you take Bills Chiefs.
Yeah, Bills and Chiefs. Listen, probably my most favorite matchup of the weekend. Obviously, you have a lot. All these games are great. You have the 49ers and the Packers, which I'm going to be very excited to see if Aaron can, beat the 49ers. It's going to be a great game. But more importantly, Chiefs and Bills, man. That's the most, to me, offensively exciting game. The Bills beat them earlier in the year. Now the Chiefs playing better, of course. But this is a case of, can the Bills finally take that next step and beat the Chiefs? And to me, I still have the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. That's who I had. So I got to stick with them. Now, am I confident? Not seeing how the Bills looked on both sides of the ball. I mean, they're an all complete team, and they have a better defense than the Chiefs. So I'm a little worried there. But in terms of offense, this is probably the most exciting game of the weekend. Now, the Bucks and the Rams, ironically, is probably my second favorite game. But you really can't go wrong, man. I mean, you got Tom Brady versus the Rams. And this is the thing that Matthew Stafford, this is the argument I think we were making earlier, is with the Rams this year. He doesn't have to do everything. And you saw it. What did he have? 17 pass attempts. He's going against Tom Brady this weekend. He's got Jalen Rams. He's got Aaron Donald. He's got that defense. And I understand they completely picked apart the Cardinals, a team that was not ready, and now they're going to get the GOAT. So it's going to be very different, but it doesn't change the narrative that we've kind of went over already. He's won a playoff game. He's won his division. So this is really just gravy, like Justin's saying. It's the icing on the cake, the whipped cream on top. It's all it is. So
Look,
if he can get the job done, he can. If he can, he can.
We can bring up preseason Super Bowl predictions that we had on the Woodward Sports Network, but I do want to bring this up just for the sake of this game. So I personally have the Bills winning it all this year. That was my preseason Super Bowl prediction. And what they did to the Patriots, it didn't surprise me given that they sort of did it to them a few weeks ago, leading up. But watch out Kansas City. You can't play the first quarter, and really, I would say almost the whole first half against Pittsburgh. You can't play like that against Buffalo.
No.
Andy Reid, genius in the red zone, the way they're able to call plays and just totally just throw teams off. Love Andy Reid. But just my early feeling, and we'll talk about the game more on Friday, dive into it, give predictions. But man, the Bills feeling really good for me right now. I'm feeling really good about the Bills. Watch out. Tennessee plays the Bengals.
Ooh.
That's going to be a fun
Derrick
game.
Henry's back.
Watch out for the Bengals to make an AFC title game run. Who would have thought? Seriously. Look, I love Mike Vrabel, coach of the year in my opinion. Hell of a season. How's the bye week going to affect them? They've never had a bye week before under him. They're used to playing the wild card and the divisional. So they're used to
building momentum.
Derrick Henry, how does he come back? Is he football ready? And I'm sure he is. I mean, he keeps himself in outstanding shape. But is he ready? Do the Bengals have the answer? And does the Tennessee defense, Kevin Byard, all-pro safety, are they ready for Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, Joe Mixon? Are they ready? I think that's the game of the week, honestly. Rams, Bucks, Packers,
49ers.
Packers, 49. Yeah, all good games. Bills, Chiefs. I mean, these are golden games across the board. But Tennessee, Chiefs, my God. That may be like the least excitement one from all, national perspective. But me personally, all my eyes are on that game. Joe Burrow is unbelievable, playing at a top 5 level right now. What's he going to do against Mike Vrabel and that defense? Oh my goodness, the divisional round it's just a treat this year. I mean, the Super Wild Card weekend we had, and the teams that were playing. I can't remember a wild card that was that good.
Yeah.
And now a divisional round with that many good teams.
Yeah, I know. Even better.
It's crazy.
That many. Outside of Ryan Tannehill and Jimmy Garoppolo, you could argue. The rest of them are all stacked quarterbacks.
Top 10
Just
quarterbacks.
because you have a crush on him doesn't mean you can
Look,
bring
you know
him
what?
into
I already
this.
said this yesterday, Jeff. I don't know if you caught it. I will admit it again because I'm a man of truth.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
I have a crush on Jimmy G. I think he's hot.
Who doesn't? I mean,
how do you not think he's hot? The guy is so goddamn good looking. What do you want me to do? I'm married, all right? I'm a married man.
Porn star Jimmy.
But if you ask me if I had to leave my wife for Jimmy G, I'd have to think about it. I'm just saying.
No, yeah,
I would at least have to entertain it. Not because I don't love my wife, but goddamn his looks.
And when he's playing well, I mean, it's... Listen.
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know.
You're just laughing there, Maddie. Wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
All right, so my case is rested. I plead the fifth.
It's crazy to think, too, Jimmy G can win, ultimately, and still be replaced by Trey Lance. Like, I don't know if there's too much Jimmy can do.
Jimmy G might not even play. He has a shoulder problem right now that's still up in the air. He'll likely play.
Yeah.
But how fascinating would it be if heading into Lambeau, Trey Lance makes his, quote-unquote debut, even though he's played already this season, but like his playoff debut on the road in Lambeau, trying to stop Aaron Rodgers and the Packers from getting to a third straight NFC title game. Talk about narrative. So many narrative and storylines this weekend. I am all for it, Maddie. I really am. But we're in agreement.
Oh, yeah.
Smash or pass, Jimmy G.
Oh, yeah. We're smashing. For sure.
All right. I'm glad we got that out of the way. That was clearly one of the most important football topics we had this morning. Oh, Jeff, I do want to bring up next segment. Jeff wasn't here yesterday.
I know. We
And
get
I
to do
gotta
this
hear
all
it.
over again.
I got to hear it.
I'm so excited.
Dallas Cowboys, Jeff.
Oh, my God.
Collapse against the San Francisco 49ers. And no, I wouldn't say collapse. They just played like crap all game.
Yeah, they did.
And they're blaming the referees, which is hilarious to me. But we'll get into that after the break. But, Maddie, could you tell us what we have to do next?
Oh, we get to talk about staying out.
All right, let me tell you about the Guardian Alarm, because Dallas defense, nowhere to be found. But you know what? I did find Guardian Alarm, and they get it. Good defense on and off the field helps you feel secure. Guardian Alarm has state-of-the-art technology that helps you feel safe, all with 24/7 local monitoring. Guardian Alarm also has convenient features that let you check in on your home, control lights and temperatures, detect smoke or carbon monoxide. It will even let you lock and unlock your doors. Call 800 Stay Out today. That's 800 Stay Out. You heard Fish over there. Guardian Alarm has been trusted for over 90 years at keeping families safe.
Get the hell out.
Get out of here.
Hi, I'm Kay Cunningham. Working with Hall Financial to purchase my first home was easier than I could have ever imagined. They treated me like family from start to finish. Find out for yourself at callhallfirst.com.
Follow us everywhere. Just search Woodward Sports on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, IG, and more.
Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in this morning on the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. Jeff, we didn't get to have your opinion yesterday. You were out with COVID, but you're back now. So tell us.
How about them Cowboys?
Oh, how about them Cowboys, Fish?
Cowboys.
My God. Over the weekend, yes, I did have COVID. I was watching all these NFL games, and Cowboys versus 49ers. It brought me so much joy. I could not wait to watch Adam's reaction. I was so bummed I couldn't help him crap on the Cowboys. My thing is, and we can't say we didn't expect this. We can't say it, Fish, because the 23rd now consecutive season without a return to the NFC Championship game for the Cowboys. They haven't been relevant since around the time the Lions won a playoff game. So,
America's team.
Welcome to the club, America's team. And when Dak, and then I want to get to Dak for a second, because when Dak inked that contract, 4 years, 160, putting him in that upper echelon of high-paid, high-tier quarterbacks, it also heightened pressure, Fish. That's the most important thing is when you get paid, pressure comes. And the quarterback's job, we know, is to essentially overcome obstacles, if you will, overcome deficiencies in your team. And with Dak, watching them and the Cowboys, I mean, you're going against a secondary, the 49ers secondary, who struggled, has injuries. They played well against Stafford the week prior, but all season they've suffered injuries. Their pass rush is no joke. They couldn't take advantage of them. The Cowboys, it was embarrassing, to say the least. And we've seen struggles out of this team over the last 6 weeks. Kellen Moore, I don't know if he's ready to become a head coach yet. I don't know if you hit on that already. This guy is a guy who's a very hot candidate, someone who, young, innovative. But what you see now of this Cowboys offense, inconsistent. And you saw the play call at the very end, which I'll get to in a second. Credit to the 49ers for coming in with a great game plan. They got out-coached. They got out-schemed. And they pounded the football against the Dallas Cowboys team, who were so ready coming into that game, who at least thought they were so ready coming into that game. And I just love seeing it. I love seeing the Cowboys fall short, having the highest paid roster in football, and they fall short. And yes, you can blame Mike McCarthy, a lot of dumb decisions, but I don't even think firing Mike McCarthy would solve any of the Cowboys' issues. I really do. Yeah, you can hire Dan Quinn, bring Dan Quinn in. The guys, the personnel is still the personnel. The same guys are still there making the same amount of money. You're still paying Zeke Elliott top running back money to get 30 yards in a playoff game. So, at the end of the day, I was very happy to see the Cowboys crap the bed. I mean, it is what it is. We were saying this a week ago when the matchups first got released, and we saw the 49ers were going against the Cowboys before I had COVID. We said it. 49ers are winning that game, and we couldn't be any more right. So, listen, Cowboys fans, fire Mike McCarthy. I could care less. I like Dan Quinn personally as a candidate, but at the end of the day, you can't outrun history. And history for the last 23 seasons have said, you guys haven't made the NFC Championship. And I don't know how much longer they have, but this roster is too damn good to fall that short. So that was my thoughts on it. I was happy.
Is it? Is it too damn good?
It
Honestly,
feels great.
I'm questioning the roster at this point.
A question.
Because Mike McCarthy is not the problem. Dak Prescott is not the problem. Stephen Jones is not the problem. Neither is Jerry Jones. I can't believe it, Jeff. 14 seconds left. Quarterback draw. That's what we practiced all season for. For the biggest moment of our lives, instead of taking 2 to 3 shots in the end zone and potentially getting a pass interference call, which would set us up at the 1-yard line.
You get 11 yards.
We're going to rush for 11, 12, 13 yards.
Oh, I love it.
And we're not going to be able to find the ref because we allegedly practiced for it, right? We practiced, but we just didn't execute. What does that say about your practice? Oh, my goodness. Mike McCarthy would get the biggest axe if I was in charge in Dallas. And I'm not... Hear me out. You guys are going to freak out on this. I'm not... Honestly, like... When I say fire a coach, like, it's have to have gotten to a certain point. The only coaches I've said you have to fire this year have been basically every coach that's been fired outside of, what's his face? Brian Flores.
Yeah.
And David Culley. Honestly, it didn't matter to me either way, but still. But Mike McCarthy, that kind of that stuff builds on to next season. Regular season games don't carry sure to next year. Playoff games do. When you lose a game like that because you didn't even give yourself an opportunity to even win or lose the game, oh, that is the worst.
Oh, yeah.
It's a hell of a way to lose a locker room.
And even if Kellen Moore, it was his play call. Mike McCarthy approved it, and Mike McCarthy was like, "Hey, let's do it." And I understand Kellen Moore's getting interviews this week. I know Pistons fan brought it up, and I can't believe it either. I don't think he's ready yet, but at the same time, the head coach. The question I have and I'm a Lions fan, of course, but looking at the Dallas Cowboys, looking at Mike McCarthy, what does he do? What's his strong suit? Like, what does he bring to the table? I understand he has great defensive coordinators. He brought in Dan Quinn, changed the whole defense around after torching it the first year he was there. So defense has improved because of Dan Quinn. We can credit him to that. Offense has been great because of the relationship with Kellen Moore and Dak Prescott. What in the hell is Mike McCarthy doing? That's my problem. And it's not like what is this guy's strength to the Dallas Cowboys? And may very well fire him. It maybe could fix issues. Maybe it couldn't. But at the same time, that's one thing I've wondered all year. I mean, we've had questions about Mike McCarthy and his clock management issues. What have we complimented him on? Oh, Mike McCarthy's brought in schemes of this team.
What did we used to say about Aaron Rodgers when he was coached by Mike McCarthy? Oh, wow, good player. One of the best quarterbacks talents we've seen, right? What happened when Mike McCarthy left? Doesn't the game look easy for Aaron Rodgers under Matt LaFleur? Doesn't it look like Aaron Rodgers is doing things at levels we've never seen?
Yeah.
He's gotten better since McCarthy has left. He's ready to win back-to-back MVPs now that McCarthy has left. Keep changing the goalposts. I see you guys. Don't worry.
Yes, sir! God damn, Salty. I love it.
I love it. Oh, my God. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry from joy this morning. What time is it? 9:20. We got 6 minutes, and then we get to talk. Well, we have a surprise at 9:28, just to give you guys a little glimpse. Well, 9:27, actually. 9:27, our good friends back in the Woodward Sports teams, our video editing team, decided to come up with a video that they said would make us...
Why aren't you going to shout out the person that did it?
I'm getting there, Fish.
Oh, okay, cool.
That they said would make this entire room and the chat piss themselves from how funny it was. So I guess you can call it, a don't laugh challenge. But allegedly, these are clips pulled from the show.
They are?
I've already lost if that's the challenge.
We're going to have to wait and see what it's going to be about. But apparently, Justin thinks we will all be pissing ourselves in laughter. That comes up in, 7 minutes. So I'm excited for it.
Can't wait.
I'm excited for it. Let's see. Cowboys, Niners. I mean, Jeff, to be honest with you, I think they should move on from McCarthy. I don't think they do. It's just, I don't see Jerry Jones pulling that plug. But you paid Dak Prescott $40 million a year.
Yep.
I want to see some throws.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see him running. Joe Burrow doesn't run. Tom Brady isn't running there. Stafford's not running there.
No.
Derek Carr's not running there. Jimmy Garoppolo isn't running there. Nobody, not even Josh Allen or Aaron Rodgers or Patrick Mahomes are running in that situation. It was one of the worst calls I had ever seen in my life. And the worst part was the execution was so flawed. Let's say you ran it perfectly. You would have 2 seconds left, maybe?
1
3
shot?
seconds?
Yeah, I mean, for 11 yards.
But you're not taking into account getting set. Mm-hmm. Literally calling the snap. That takes time, too.
Yeah.
You want to play it that close? Jesus
And the
Christ.
fact that Dak, they talked about it. Yeah, we practiced it. Well, if you practiced it, why the hell did Dak not hand the ball to the ump right when they got down? What are you going to hike the ball with the referee not even touching the ball? That's not how the NFL works. And if you guys practiced it, you would know that. But, hey, what am I to judge the Cowboys? Obviously, what they're doing over there in Dallas.
No, you are
what they're doing over there. I'm joking.
Jeff, don't you dare.
Sarcasm.
Don't you dare.
They suck.
Don't you dare.
They suck.
Excuse me, in the last 27 years, the Detroit Lions have been to as many NFC title games as the Dallas Cowboys.
Wow.
I don't want to hear it. I gave them middle fingers yesterday. I don't want to keep throwing them up, but I'm just saying, Dallas Cowboys fans, you know where to find me. All right? Enjoy it. Embrace it. Embrace the fact that you, along with the Detroit Lions, have not made an NFC title game in the last 27 years. Enjoy that. Take it. Take it how you want.
Live with it.
Oh, you want to call the Lions a pathetic franchise and the word? Okay, fine. All true. It's also true that we've been to the same amount of NFC title games as you in the last 27 years. And we haven't nearly made them playoffs as many times as you have. So I don't want to hear it. Whew. All right, let's move on real quick. Jeff, I did want to get your reaction to Ben Roethlisberger retiring. Mm-hmm. Well, not retiring, but likely retiring. This is his final game, man. Are they bringing him back? And what are you doing in Pittsburgh at the quarterback position? They haven't addressed it.
No,
it's like
they
Mike
haven't.
Tomlin's one big flaw. Has never been able to draft the future after Ben Roethlisberger.
And listen, this is shame on Kevin Colbert and Mike Tomlin. I mean, you guys, for as pristine as an organization as they run, you understand that the quarterback's going to be an issue. And you saw the decline in Ben Roethlisberger 2 years ago, and now we're 2 years later, and all you have is Dwayne Haskins and Mason Rudolph. I'm not going to feel bad for you. I mean, that's on them, but at the same time, they're going to have a middle of the round pick this year. This is a draft where quarterbacks are going to fall later in the round, so they're going to have an opportunity. I don't think Ben comes back. That team was already a bad team, and they were in the playoffs. I mean, every team in the playoffs is a good team. So if you're a bad team like the Eagles, or not a bad team, I should say, but a team that overachieved, you're going to get exposed, and that's what happened with the Steelers. I mean, yeah, you made the playoffs, congratulations, but now you get sent home by arguably the best team in the AFC. So to me, it's not a surprise they lost, but I will say Ben's done. I mean, as he should be. I mean, you go out, you make it the playoffs, then you lose. You don't want to return next season. You don't. I mean, this team it needs a quarterback, needs a new face. Now, who is that face? Could it be Kenny Pickett? I don't know. Could it be Malik Willis? Could it be Matt Corral? I have no idea. But the fact of the matter is Kevin Colbert and Mike Tomlin needed to have this figured out already, and they didn't. So hopefully they handle it in the offseason, but if not, I think they'll be just fine. I mean, they won, 8 games with Mason Rudolph? They went 500. So, I mean, at this time, you never should doubt Mike Tomlin at this point. So, it is what it is. But I see Easy and everyone still going in the chat about Joe Burrow. Listen, can we address this real quick? How much time do we have before break? How much time?
You got 2 minutes.
Okay, quickly. And I love Easy, but I gotta bring this up. Someone came out and said something about how Stafford was constantly sacked, and Easy said Joe Burrow, the most sacked QB of the year, just won a playoff game. And I want to say those are very different situations, Easy, as much as I love you. But Joe Burrow getting sacked with the Bengals and that squad is very different with Matthew Stafford getting sacked all 12 years, almost 400 times, if I'm counting correctly, 385. And those two are very different situations. But I get your point. You can still get knocked down and win games. I get it. But
Derek Carr was the 6th most sacked quarterback. He made the playoffs and won a playoff game. Or excuse me, he made the playoffs.
I wonder how many times Stafford was sacked this season. Is it? I don't know the numbers.
I would love for people to go back to when Stafford in 2014. Here, I'll just do it myself.
Because I get. That's a point I bring up is the amount of times you've been sacked and the amount of the crap you've been through. But at the same time, it's out of context. I mean, it really is.
It's funny. It's funny. Stafford was the 5th most quarterback, or was sacked the 5th most time.
This year?
In 2014.
Oh, in 2014.
Last time he made the playoff with the Lions.
Yeah, so.
This is just, Burrow won, obviously. He won a playoff game. Isn't that the point of all this? Stafford just won a playoff game. He just won the division. Something they could never do in Detroit. And we keep moving the post here. We gotta go here. We gotta go back here. Oh my God! How I get it. I know you guys are hurting today. It's okay. I'm a sensitive guy too. All right. I'm willing to be patient. We got to go to break. I got to fix my chair.
Yes, you do.
Maddie,
When we come back, we have a surprise video for all of us. But first, let's hear about Lady Jane's.
Listen, Lady Jane's, guys, let's be honest. I need a haircut. I can't even lie to you. I've had COVID. It's been rough. But listen, if you guys need a haircut like I do, let's be honest. I know a place, and we like simple stuff. Lady Jane's, haircuts for men. You walk in, you sign in, you sit down, and before you know it, you're handsome and clean. Get to Lady Jane's, haircuts for men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime because it is wicked awesome.
6 dark corners, a driveway and a patio, 5 windows that could become doors. Every house has unique security challenges. Guardian Alarm has more tech, more team, and more ways to help keep them all safe. Get a professionally designed and installed security and smart home system from Guardian Alarm. Sign up today and get a free video device. Guardian Alarm. Smart, right from the start. Call 1-800-STAY-OUT.
Fellas, football season is here. It's time to make your grooming experience easy like Sunday morning. Get to Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Walk in, relax, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Get to Lady Jane's, open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Your Detroit alternative to the normal sports blah, blah, blah. It's Woodward Sports.
Welcome back, and thanks for tuning in here on the Morning Woodward Show on the Woodward Sports Network. Guys, we have a special video produced by one of our own. Apparently, it's supposed to be hilarious.
Get the headphones in, boys.
But I guess we're going to be the judge of that.
Yeah, well, and the chat. Chat will also
Yes.
get to experience. So
Yes.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Justin, I am full send trusting you with this.
Can I say something
We
before
are
we start the
delivering
video?
a whole segment for this.
Yes.
Can I say something before we start? I got a text at 11:39 p.m. That the video is happening, and I'm told to leave your mics on. So your
Leave
mics
our
will
mi-
be.
Oh, so we get to commentate.
So your mics will be on during the video.
All right, I'll try not to talk as much. Here we go. All right, play it, Alex, please.
Michigan State. Who do we think is closer to a national title?
Quite frankly, it's going to take
Yeah,
Mel
sounds
Tucker a year or two to get more talent, and he did a great job this year through the transfer portal. But
Why is it
look
like
at the
0.5?
reality.
It's like you're slurring.
Closer to winning a national title.
I mean, Jim is.
I'm asking, no, just.
I mean, Jim has to get there.
This sounds like two people that are completely wasted having a conversation. Like we're at the bar.
This
Matt-
is me on the weekend. Talking to the bartender.
What are we doing here?
Well, again,
What are we doing?
who can get and win a national
national title?
I don't know why anyone can
How long is
even
this video?
think that Mel Tucker's not on his wall. Maybe
Is this what you sound like this weekend?
We're drinking that gypsy vodka. I don't know what we're doing in this video.
I'm going with Mel Tucker.
Mel Tucker.
You think he's closer?
Yeah.
The question is closer.
Yeah. But Michigan, this was your opportunity to get to a national title game. Are you going to win in Columbus next year and go back to the Big Ten title game and go back to the college football playoff?
You think Michigan State's gonna?
I'm not saying next year.
What do you think Michigan
Closer?
State is gonna?
Based on the trajectory, I'm going Michigan State. I really am.
So hold on. Let me get this straight.
Hold on. That is a signature aspect of the Michigan State football program right now.
That's that like
breather.
I'm about to throw up.
Michigan State girl herself.
The room is spinning. Man, I don't know.
what that
It's,
gypsy vodka? I
It's
don't.
not like you're wrong either way. Like I feel like that's the thing. Like you're. I mean, if you like Mel Tucker, you like Mel Tucker. It's just how you feel.
Football's hard.
Football's hard, guys.
Winning the Super Bowl every single year. Where's the dynasty in the NFL right now?
Right now, it's like the
Post Tom Brady, what does it look like? Mahomes hasn't even put together a dynasty. He's been to what? 2 straight Super Bowls? Looking to get to his 3rd straight.
I wonder if this is what I sound like on the weekend.
Excuse me, 90.
When the edibles kick in, yeah, this is. I don't know what's going on.
Mines have not done anything.
I sound like I'm Vito from The Godfather.
Success for
Barely making out words.
What is success? What is it? What the hell did I just watch? Justin,
Oh my God, that was
killed
great.
that, man. That. All right. I promise we've never dabbled into the gypsy vodka, but that sounds like if we did, we'd sound just as stupid as that.
Well, if that's what I sound like on the weekend, to my wife, I apologize.
Right.
To my friends and family, I apologize. To all of you. Wow.
Oh my gosh. And no, we did not dabble in Darren's gummies before shooting that.
So that's what we sound like at half speed?
I guess.
Yeah, that's at half speed, I believe.
Now I'm gonna go back and watch clips at half speed just to.
Oh my
if
God,
I sound
that is
like
hilarious. So you,
I want to watch your entire rant this morning.
I want to
on
watch
half
the Cowboys
speed.
one in half speed.
Yes.
It's just like slow motion.
Oh, you want to laugh? By the way, I have a great story.
Bring it.
So a good friend of mine, well, first my cousin, we're in a fantasy football league, and a good friend of the group, his cousin is a huge Dallas Cowboys fan. And he has a Twitter account, and he doesn't know who I am, though.
Oh, no.
So he saw the Dallas Cowboys video yesterday on Twitter, where I put up the middle fingers and told them to embrace it. And, of course, you know, he's a Cowboys fan. He's like, who the hell is this guy? And he just, like, starts talking mad trash. And he has no idea who I am. And I didn't even notice. And I didn't even see his account because it was private. So I couldn't even view it. So my cousin sends me a screenshot last night, like, hey, like,
this is what he said.
This guy's cousin is talking crap on your video. He's a huge Cowboys fan. It's hilarious. And I'm like, I can't see it. So then I go and he sends me the screenshots, and it's the funniest thing ever. It's like something about us being salty about 2014, and I'm just like, oh yeah,
God.
oh yeah, we got Cowboys fans, man.
Hit it where
That
it
is the
hurts.
whole point. Just yes, just yes. I followed him, by the way. He has not followed me back. Just to keep you guys all in up.
Okay, but when did you follow? Did you follow him at like 2 in the morning when 90%?
No, I followed him at like 7 p.m. last night.
Oh, okay.
So like he should have gotten the notification like, oh, why is this jackass following me?
Oh, for sure.
You know?
Right.
I'm still waiting for him to follow me back so I can just troll him and like send
What's
him some
his
mean
Twitter
DMs.
handle?
Well, I want to send him some like very mean DMs just to mess with him.
Not shocking.
And then tell him like, hey, I know your cousin.
Slide into the DMs.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I know your cousin. I'm joking. Like, it's not that serious.
I just can't imagine. I'm trying to think because I've always been on obviously like one side. Imagine being like the side of the fan base that you're flipping off, saying just you're like you know where to stick it, and it's just like
There
them
were
watching
people
it. Like,
yesterday that were telling me that I'm not allowed to do that because I support the Detroit Lions.
oh, that's
Oh, several
that's
people.
arrogant.
One, okay,
That's
first,
it.
let me just be very honest with all of you. I could do whatever the hell I want. Why this guy is stepping out of the car behind me right now, it's very awkward. Where the hell is he going?
He's coming around.
Is he going to the bank or
he's
the
going
coffee
there.
shop?
He's going to the bank, I think, down
All right,
there.
whatever. He can kick rocks.
People
He
are
needs a
allowed to
Lady
go
Jane's
behind you. I
haircut.
hope
He
you know
does
that.
need a haircut. That's the first thing I
He needs
noticed
to
too.
head over here to Lady Jane's.
Jeez. Anyways.
People are allowed to go behind you. I hope you know that.
No, they're not.
Oh, okay.
We're live, damn it.
Okay,
There's a big
that's-
sign outside that says, do not walk
Yeah.
past that window.
Sidewalk's not allowed, Fish.
Okay, I'm joking. There isn't.
Oh, okay.
Fish was about to shred you for.
I was gonna say that's why we got the windows tinted so we can actually
I know,
use
I
them
know.
and have people walk behind them.
I know. You know what? Yeah, Wasim, I will tweet at him. That's exactly. You know what I'm doing right now on the show.
Oh boy,
live
live
tweet.
tweet.
Live
I'm gonna
tweet.
live
Man
tweet.
needs a live
And
tweet.
it's
And I want
time.
all of you listening in right now to go to Twitter, and I want you to comment on my at him and just call him out. and call him a very salty Dallas Cowboys fan. Say any mean stuff you want. You can call him any book in the word. I don't care. I mean, I'm not related to him, so
Wow.
what's the worst that could happen, right? So I'm going to tweet it out right now.
Oh, boy.
What's a good tweet? Anybody? What should I say here?
Your Dallas Cowboys are a bunch of bleeping.
No, how about them Cowboys?
Fair enough.
How about them Cowboys?
And what's your Twitter, Adam, for those who do not know?
Both of our names. Follow Jeff Iafredi or Adam Baydoun. Both of them. That's all it is, baby. That's all it is. We talk our crap a lot. So.
All right, everybody head over to Twitter. I just tweeted this thing. I'm making it official. Please do me a favor. I want you all to reply to this tweet. And let's see what kind of reaction we can get out of him. This is going to be hilarious. Anyways. I love this. All right. What time is it right now? 9:36. We got
9:36.
Whew. My goodness. All right. After the break, I don't know if you guys are aware, but there is a Sports Illustrated article that came out yesterday. A Lions Sports Illustrated page that suggested that if Mike McCarthy was fired, that he should be the new offensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions and that he would help guide them to a Super Bowl. So, we're going to go to break real quick. When we get back, I expect all of you, during the break, please go to my Twitter, at Adam Baydoun. Go to my Twitter. It's the first tweet you'll see. I already tweeted at him, how about them Cowboys? I want you to reply to that tweet with the most mean comment you can think of. I want you to blow up his phone. Please, do me that favor. That's all I ask of you this morning. And I will forgive all. Maddie, what do we got?
Well, we're going to talk about what we may have been under the influence of during that video that we just watched, Gypsy Vodka.
Ooh, all right, guys, Gypsy Vodka. I mean, we sounded like we had way too much of it.
I don't see a bottle here, so.
Look, as someone who likes to enjoy myself, I think it's very important that you enjoy something that, one, fits your need for a buzz, I mean, whatever you want to call it, but also something that's good has a good taste. Nobody likes to drink anything that doesn't taste good. It's that simple. And Gypsy is the best tasting, smoothest vodka currently on the market. Support our local brothers up in Petoskey, Michigan, and try a bottle today. Ask for it by the name of Gypsy, and as always, drink responsibly. Again, Gypsy Vodka. Ask for it by the name of Gypsy, and remember, don't be like Jeff. Drink responsibly.
Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
Detroit sports for Detroit sports fans. Woodward Sports is live now.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us here on the Morning Woodward Show on the Woodward Sports Network. A Sports Illustrated article came out yesterday in regards to Mike McCarthy potentially going to the Lions. Would that be detrimental, or could it be a good thing for the Lions?
It would be, whether or not it's detrimental to the team, I think is irrelevant. I think we need to talk about personal health right now, Maddie. And for me, that would be suicidal.
Yeah.
That would be the lowest of lows I've ever reached as somebody who supports the Detroit Lions. And that would be the last day of my life. Unless today is, then great. I don't have to see Mike McCarthy ever become part of this organization. But my goodness, I don't need Mr. Snicker himself coming over to Detroit. I'll hard pass on that, Jeff. Hard pass.
I couldn't agree with you more. The thing I mentioned earlier, and we talked about this, when I watch the Dallas Cowboys, what does Mike McCarthy do for that football team? Someone answer that, please. Is it offense? Is it defense? No. Kellen Moore has been great, innovative for them in that offense. I know Mike McCarthy might, drop in his ideas here and there, but it's Kellen Moore. He trusts Kellen Moore. He gives him the play call. Mike McCarthy okays it. And if you look at Dan Quinn, the job he's done with that defense, you ain't going to say it's Mike McCarthy this year that you can give credit to for that defense. So if it's not the offense, if it's not the defense, What the hell does he do? And he's not special teams court. What the hell is Mike McCarthy's the overseer? He's the puppet, if you will. And if you're telling me a guy who took 2 years off from head coaching, was with Green Bay, 4-7-1, they fire him, 2 years off, you go 6-10, now you're 12-5 in a playoff upset immediately in the wild card, I'll pass. I'm okay with it. Mike McCarthy, to me, I'm still trying to figure out what his specialty is. And people say he eats, Jeff, eats all the barbecue. Okay, well, if eating is his specialty, I'll give you it. But like Adam said, if I'm a Lions fan, I'm jumping off the top of the Chrysler Building downtown if Mike McCarthy rolls into Ford Field. I'm done. I'm jumping off.
That's dramatic. Why you got to make it a scene? There's people walking by. They're going to see you kill yourself? You're so selfish.
Hey.
Just do it in your
Mike
bed.
McCarthy
do it at your house.
Mike
Nobody
McCarthy
needs to
is
know.
going to push me to the edge, man.
I would never do it publicly. That's very... why would I traumatize all those people?
Okay, I'll jump off of the Allen Park practice facility. Right in front of everybody.
Oh, that's...
the players.
That's deep.
Yeah, it's
just
deep.
jump off a Ford Field.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
All right.
There you go.
Look, I do want to get into this before we get to Mailbag, which is in 9 minutes. Jeff, there's one more thing you did not discuss over the weekend. Your Detroit Pistons. Cade got ejected.
Yeah.
For pointing at his boy behind the bench. What the hell? And what the hell is the NBA becoming? Come on, man. That was it was a sweet dunk. I'm not saying it's the greatest dunk ever, but it was a nice dunk. Under the basket, over, under. I'll take it. Good slam.
Mm-hmm.
Pistons were losing. He gives a shout out to the bench or the person behind it. Didn't matter to me.
Didn't really matter. Yeah,
but how the ref stands there right in front of him, sees him pointing up, not even like directly at the player. It was like a, hey, check me out. And you toss him? Man. Jeff, it's killing me.
It was ridiculous, and I want to say, number one, the ref in that scenario has to understand, and he did. It was his second. He already had a first technical. So if Cade's pointing, whether it's at the bench, whether it's at Jalen Smith, you understand that another technical puts him out of the game. It puts him out of the game. That ain't happening to Kevin Durant. That ain't happening to James Harden, Kyrie Irving, those type of guys. And of course, a rookie, Cade Cunningham, playing one of his best games, going to 30 points against Devin Booker. I was loving it. My favorite player in the league is Devin Booker, so I was loving it. My rookie versus my favorite player. And you throw him out. And I have a problem with what ensued. You point at a guy, okay. People like to call the National Football League the No Fun League. Listen, it's transitioning over to basketball, and I don't know what kind of acronym you can make out of NBA, but you got to figure out something because the fun in the NBA, man, it's getting sad. Like, if you can't simply dunk and celebrate, even if it's pointing at your bench, pointing at a player, he didn't say anything to the player's face. He didn't say anything that was offensive. He didn't say anything at the ref that was offensive. All he did was you make a fantastic dunk, you point, okay? Whether you're pointing at Jalen Smith saying, I got you, or you're pointing at your bench saying, look at what just happened, it doesn't matter. Cade, it was an ill-advised ejection. It was stupid, ill-advised technical. But I think Cade is making himself, right now at least, he's building a case for Rookie of the Year. Because last 10 games, he's averaging 17 points, 5.6 assists, a steal, and the Pistons are 5-5. Okay, so now, mind you, to me, the record doesn't matter with the Rookie of the Year race. I mean, you look at Evan Mobley, he's averaging the same amount of points as Cade Cunningham, 17, and they're winning. But I will say this, Rookie of the Year isn't based on team production. It really isn't. I'm not going to look and say, yeah, the Cleveland Cavaliers are winning. Well, of course they're winning. They have better players around Evan Mobley. And tell me this, Evan Mobley the other night had 12 points, 5 of 11 from the field, and they beat the Nets without Kevin Durant. Now, and he had 6 rebounds. That's it. Now, let me tell you this. If Cade has 12 points against the Nets, are they beating them? Are they beating them? And I'll answer that for you. Hell no, they aren't. So the fact that Evan Mobley get 12 points and win games doesn't take away from Cade. Cade has to do so much more. He has to have the ball in his hands. He has to create for others, create shots for himself, lead the team. Defensively on both sides of the floor, a lot more to ask from Cade, and he's doing a hell of a job, leading all rookies in points. He's my Rookie of the Year, but what the hell do I know? I guess not. So at the end of the day, it was great watching the Pistons this weekend. Cade got ejected. It was ridiculous, to say the least, but at the end of the day, this is where the NBA is heading. I mean, it's sad to say it, but they're going to punish guys for simply celebrating, and it's where we are as a league. So it is what it is.
Pistons moving forward, all right?
Yep.
So a little bit of optimism. They've been winning some games. what does the rest of the season look like, Jeff? Killian Hayes, have to bring him up. Back-to-back games, I liked him. And he is a menace in the backcourt on the defensive side of the ball.
Yes.
I think people just need to accept he's never going to live up to lottery pick potential, but he's going to be a Drew Holiday maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Right? For me, if that's his ceiling, Detroit, you got a good player. Now, can he score like Drew? Probably not. And that's one of my biggest concerns. But if he can facilitate and play lockdown defense in the backcourt, Jeff, he has a role on this basketball team.
He can fit. He can play defense. And listen, the aggressiveness is improving with Killian, of course. But at the end of the day, he has room to grow right now because of where the Pistons are as a franchise. You're losing ball games. You have a number 1 overall pick who has the ball in his hands. Killian's out there. He's playing defense. But the problem is when this team starts adding more talent, and Killian's going to have to battle a guy for the starting point guard position. Now, when that comes, the question is, has Killian's game improved enough to where he can get that starting spot over, who you draft? Maybe Saban Lee improves. You don't really know what's going to happen. This team's still young. A lot of things are going to change. So you're hoping Killian develops along with everybody else. You see Sadiq popping off. You see guys, everyone's starting to play well. So Hamidou Diallo looking good as usual. So if Killian can't really find his own way, which he's starting to do right now, I'm going to get worried for him. But if he can, when they start bringing in more and more talent, he's always going to have a spot on this team for him. He always is. But as of right now, you're in a very young team. You got to show things, consistently show things. And if Killian can do that, he'll be just fine. But if you regress in any way, someone's going to be there to take your spot. So it is what it is. That's the reality. This team needs shooting. This team needs rebounding. And if you're not providing them, if you're not helping them out in those areas, I don't know. And Isaiah Stewart, I know I'm rambling on for a second, but Isaiah Stewart, love the kid. The guy's a baller, actually. Isaiah Stewart, I think that's a guy that you can bring off the bench, be energy, come out on the floor, get you, double-digit points, kind of like a Montrezl Harrell. I don't see Isaiah Stewart as a starting center in this league. I really don't. And that's not an insult to Isaiah Stewart. I just think that's the reality. Like, you're going to get matched up against Joel Embiid. You're going to go against, really, he's smaller than Giannis, but he plays the center. Like, it's tough. So we'll see, but at the end of the day, the Pistons, they don't look as good as the Wings, but individual player-wise, you can watch a whole lot of guys on that team. So it's been exciting to watch. Over the weekend, the Suns game was great to watch up until that ejection, and everything just kind of fell apart. So.
You know what I love about social media, Jeff?
What? What's up?
Consider it a public receipt of all the dumb stuff you've said in your life. Oh, man. I just get to scroll across Twitter today, and beautiful friends of mine showcasing receipts of people who said a lot of things. But we do need to move on. Go to break. When we come back, please, I encourage all of you, now is the time. I'm going to go to break early because I want to get as many questions in as possible. Ask your questions, whether it's about Matthew Stafford, the Rams, the Lions, Pistons, Red Wings.
Drop them.
You drop the questions. Could be about the Dallas Cowboys. Drop your questions in the chat. We appreciate it. Always, if you want to call in, 313-552-6322. Feel free to call in. Justin Spiro called in a little earlier. We would love for any of you to call in. Ask your question. We're waiting for it. We'll see you right after the break.
Okay, you thirsty little spin goblins. I want you to pedal into the next dimension. Spin it! Spin! Spin! Uh-oh! Carmen's falling behind. Let's give her the hiss of shame. Spin! Spin! Spin till you bleed!
Don't ride the bike of shame. Come to Planet Fitness and find your own lane with tons of equipment, free fitness training, and no hissing. Join today for just $10 a month.
Everything that we've hoped for, finally.
He's going deep, right side. Oh, that is Edwards out there. He goes up in the air at the goal line.
Hey, it's Brandon Edwards here, wanting to welcome the sports marketing agency to Woodward Sports Network, to the family. Glad to have you guys. For the last decade, the sports marketing agency has literally leveraged athletes around issues such as mental health and substance abuse.
It's all happening now.
Woodward Sports. Missed part of the show today? Watch again on YouTube or download the podcast anywhere you listen to podcasts.
All right, welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. Mailbag time. Jeff, what do we got?
He said, if Stafford wins a Super Bowl in the next 2 seasons, does he pull a LeBron and come back to Detroit in 2023?
No.
No. He's done. He's done.
No, he's staying in Los Angeles. Look, they get to an NFC title game this year or even next year. McVay's probably committing to Stafford long term.
100%.
He'll probably take a team-friendly deal so they can keep players like Cooper Kupp, Aaron Donald, et cetera, Jalen Ramsey. But, yeah, look, the Rams are in win-now mode. And if they win, great. If they don't, great. Doesn't matter to me at this point. Now that Stafford has been eliminated from blame in Detroit, all that's left are the Fords. Can we expect mediocrity with the Lions for another 20 years? To be honest, look, man.
You shouldn't expect it, but I mean,
you don't want to expect it. That is a horrible life to live. Believe me.
It's bad.
I mean, we're all in the same page here and in the same boat of watching this team suck for so long. 58 years, 1 playoff win. All right? Having said that, they need to move on, learn from their mistakes, and become a damn good franchise. And that takes time. That doesn't happen in 1 season. So do I expect them to completely fall apart and continue to lose for the next 20 years? No. Would it surprise me? No. And that's sad, is that it wouldn't surprise me. But I like Brad Holmes a lot. Dan Campbell, we don't know what his peak or his ceiling looks like.
Yeah.
So you got to be patient there. And what does this team look like with Jared Goff when they're maybe a more complete and healthy team? So many questions left unanswered. We'll know that in the next 12 to 16 months. And that's it. It's as simple as that. It really is. So do I expect them to be mediocre for the next 20 years? No. I want them to turn it around. Would I be surprised if they didn't? No. No, I wouldn't. Jeff, what do you think?
No, and I honestly echo everything you just said. I see a lot of comments coming out. Jeff, you think the Lakers can turn their season around and win the chip? No, I don't. I think we're too far in this. We're too, like people used to say, we're too deep now. We're too deep now in the season. Listen, as much as you like to look at LeBron and you like to look at the teams he's been on and their ability to maybe turn the season around, you look at the Cavs. There's been times where back with the Cleveland Cavaliers, they've started out bad and they still made the playoffs and finished strong. I don't know with this team. I don't think so with the Lakers. I just think they have too many flaws to really help them overcome. LeBron's playing great, but it can't just be LeBron at age 37. So I don't think so with the Lakers, unfortunately. I see people asking, looks like the Pistons earn another number 1 overall pick if lottery allows. Is there a transcendent player for them to get? Transcendent's a tough one. I mean, you're saying transcendent. That's like the Steph Currys, the game changers of the world. You're coming out of college. I don't know if there's a transcendent player. I can tell you who I like, and it's someone that Pistons Talk has put me on, and I've been watching so much film of the guy, and I love every second of it, is Jabari Smith. And that's a guy who's been hooping at Auburn. And you can look at Paulo and Chet. Those guys are great, but just a favorite of mine. I like Jabari. I think he has the size. He can shoot. He can play. He can guard multiple positions. Guard the post. I mean, I like Jabari. Do you think the Lions will make any big free agent moves in the offseason? No. And I mean, if you're a Lions fan, you know that because it's too early in this rebuild, the retooling, whatever you want to call it. And with $1 million, I think a little over $1 million, I think in cap, it's gonna have to be veterans. So.
Yeah, look, I like this question. Hey guys, do you think Stafford and the Rams can go all the way this year, win the Super Bowl? Yeah, I think McVay is that good of a coach. I think the roster is that good. I think the quarterback is very good. And I think they can do it. Early prediction, Adam, who wins Rams Bucks? I don't like giving early predictions.
Yeah, I don't
But look,
either.
I'm sorry, guys. I have a rule. And you may not like my rule. But I don't bet against Tom Brady. Even when I think they should lose the game.
It's a good rule.
The guy is an anomaly. He is the standard that can never be reached in the NFL. And yes, the Bucks are banged up. Will they get Leonard Fournette? Will they be able to play with a team that can score like the Rams? Who knows? But early signs, you don't bet against Tom Brady, guys. You don't.
No.
I don't care who the quarterback on the opposing team is.
Doesn't
Believe
matter.
me, I made that mistake last year and lost a lot of money betting on the Super Bowl. I wrote Tom Brady all season and all postseason. And I made the mistake of betting against him in the Super Bowl. Made me pay. You don't bet against Tom Brady in the playoffs. You don't. You just don't. All right, next question. Let's see. What do we got here? The chat is going way too fast for me right now. Jeff, can you help?
Yep. Will Jim Caldwell be hired as a head coach in the NFL this year?
No.
No?
He shouldn't be. Why should Jim Caldwell get a job? Anybody? Why?
Because he did good there for the Lions.
Why?
I think
Why? He won all of his playoff games in his first year with Peyton Manning and the Colts. Hasn't won a playoff game since. He won a division with a 10-6 record in Indianapolis. Comes to Detroit, botches a 6-2 start, and they peak year 1. And he can't get a division title or a playoff win with Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, it's years have gone by with Jim Caldwell. I don't think it's also time.
You want to know the most damning thing, actually? You're going to love this. I don't think you're ready for this.
I don't think I am.
You ready?
What's up?
All right. So, since Aaron Rodgers dominates like everybody, right? In the last 5 years, no. Let me think here. Gosh dang it. Ooh. Mitchell Trubisky won a division, didn't he?
Yes.
Case Keenum won a division?
Yes.
Matthew Stafford should have won a division.
I want to say Case has as well.
I'm just trying to remember correctly. Well, since Aaron Rodgers has been the quarterback, what other quarterbacks have been able to win the division outside of Aaron Rodgers? And I believe it's Case Keenum, Mitchell Trubisky.
He did.
And there's 2 more, I think, but I just can't recall. Stafford should have won a division. Yeah. Oh, well, Adam, the Vikings had that defense, and they had Brett Favre, and they had Case Keenum, and Kevin Stefanski was the OC, and Matt Nagy made Mitchell Trubisky good, and they had Khalil Mack. Just keep proving my point. Keep proving it.
Yeah.
That's the point. Football is a team game, of course. Well, Tom Brady went to the Bucs because he wanted the weather? No. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. He brought Gronk. He brought Fournette. Or, excuse me, he brought AB. He brought Fournette, too, I believe, correct? Fournette did sign.
Well, they signed Fournette,
They signed Fournette, yep.
Yep,
but
they did.
Fournette signed because Brady was going to be there, obviously.
Right.
So that matters. Jay Cutler won a division. Kirk Cousins won a division. Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions should have won a division in their 12 years. That is the point. And they didn't. Oh, because of Stafford, right? Joke. What a joke. Look, I get it, guys. You don't want to be wrong. It hurts your ego. You think you need to be right. But the truth is, none of us are ever right all the time. Not even the best people. Not even the people you see on TV. They're never always right. It's okay to be wrong. I was wrong on Penei Sewell playing at right tackle. It's okay. It's okay. It's part of the game. When you are sitting up here 365 days a year, giving your sports opinion and trying to predict the future given the current data and future data you project, you are going to get some things wrong. If I never got anything wrong, I would be a goddamn billionaire. And I would just predict the future and bet on it all the time. We all get things wrong. Just admit it. Just admit it and stop trying to hide behind, well, he's not a very good quarterback. He's not elite. He's not Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady. No crap. Who else in the league is Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady? Who? This is just funny. We're such a funny people. We are a funny bunch of people. Guys, thank you so much for joining the Morning Woodward Show today. Jeff, welcome back.
Oh, I'm so happy to be back.
We missed you. Today was a bit dramatic, so it's a good
perfect
show.
Perfect day to come back.
Good for a show back.
Perfect.
Fish, thank you so much. Alex, Maddie, you guys are the best. Love doing shows with you guys. We will see you again tomorrow. I can't thank you enough.
Yeah.
And I hope you enjoyed the show. Remember, go to my Twitter, Adam Baydoun. Comment on the Cowboys tweet. Please, I am begging you. I want to drive this guy absolutely crazy.
Pistons tonight at
Pistons
the Warriors.
play tonight as well at Golden State. That'll be a fun game. We'll see Steph Curry playing this time, so that should be fun. Enjoy your Tuesday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.